Hi, I'm Aven Shearer, audiobook narrator, reading to you today for the Voices of Calm project. March is National Women's History Month, so I'm reading from a book called Women Will Save the World by Carolyn A. Shearer. This chapter is about one of my favorite poets, Edna St. Vincent Millay. Soar, eat ether, see what has never been seen. Depart, be lost, but climb. Edna St. Vincent Millay. Edna St. Vincent Millay married feminine vitality and liberty with beauty and sensitivity through her poetry. She explored themes and terrain, both in verse and life, that opened new pathways for future generations of women. Edna St. Vincent Millay was born February 22, 1892, in Rockland, Maine, into a troubled home with two sisters. She was raised by a single mother after her father was asked to leave the family home in 1899. The absence of a father did not handicap Millay's early talent, though, as her mother entrenched her daughters in music and literature, while encouraging them to be strong and independent. Her first major poem, Renaissance, was published in 1912. It brought her instant acclaim and a scholarship to Vassar College. The poem, with themes focused on spiritual interment and rebirth through the cycling seasons, combined naivete and profundity with both modern and archaic diction. At Vassar, Millay became involved with the theater, which inspired several of her verse plays. Millay gained notoriety as a heartbreaker, including for her relationships with women, whose influence can be seen in her poems that celebrate feminine beauty. Following her graduation from Vassar, Millay moved to Greenwich Village in New York and published her first book, Renaissance and Other Poems, in 1917. Her life in New York, occupying a small attic space and writing for any publisher or editor she could find, was the epitome of bohemian. Of herself and her fellow writers and friends, Millay said they were all very, very poor and very, very merry. Millay continued her involvement in theater with the Provincetown Players and befriended or romanced many of the influential writers and actors of the day, refusing marriage proposals and continuing to write the poetry that would win her further acclaim. In 1920, she published A Few Figs from Thistles, a book of verse that gained notoriety for its descriptions of female sexuality and feminism. Her most recognizable quatrain, titled First Fig, comes from this collection. My candle burns at both ends. It will not last the night. But ah, my foes, and oh, my friends, it gives a lovely light. She won the Pulitzer Prize in 1923 for her fourth book, The Harp Weaver. That same year, Millay accepted a marriage proposal from Eugène Boissevin, a progressive feminist who strongly supported Millay's career. They remained married for 26 years, until Boissevin's death in 1949. Millay died in 1950. And that was from Women Will Save the World, by permission of the author, Carolyn A. Shearer. I'm Aven Shearer. Thank you for watching this Voices of Calm video.